Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Ron Line Report. Awesome guest today. Joining us right from Pittsburgh, where he's going to be competing at the Pittsburgh Pro on Saturday. KRIZO, Michal Krizanek, and helping translate is good friend Patrick. Thank you so much. You might remember. Yeah, Patrick, his English was great a couple years ago. It's even better now.
He's teacher. He's English teacher.
Oh, is he an English teacher?
Yeah, I am. English and Spanish teacher.
Yo hablo español también. Okay, here we go. So
I said he has high IQ.
Michael, you didn't speak any English the last time I talked to you. Now you speak a little bit.
A little bit I speak, yes.
Wow, okay. So I want to start with the shoulder thing because you look better than before from what I remember. So tell me, when did your shoulder start really giving you problems, and what was actually wrong? What was the injury?
Dobre, to tak to ty vysvetľuj, hej. Mám to povedať po slovensky, keď ti to mám aj rozprávať po slovensky, alebo to mám rozprávať tebe, alebo to mám rozprávať tam.
Povedz tam, kľudne.
Dobre, takže, ale čo sa pýtal?
Že kedy začalo to zrejme?
No, takže it start maybe around when I prepare for Olympia for 2023 or in Orlando. Povedzme, že ja som chcel po Orlande som si to chcel dať robiť, že ma to bolo do už 40 nemohol trénovať.
You wanted to fix the issue right after the Orlando Olympia. He was already limited in terms of his training.
Lenže akože po Olympii som bol troška taký oddychnutý, dal som si to opíkať to rameno a proste to tak nebolo, tak som sa začal zase chystať na to Španielska.
But just the time off after the Olympia helped him. It didn't hurt as much anymore, so he started prepping again.
No, ako som sa začal chystať do Španielska, tak postupne tie inekcie, čo som mal opíkané v ramene, prestali účinkovať, išiel som na ďalšiu a tam už neúčinkovala vôbec a ja som nedokázal zabenčovať, ja neviem, ja som mal problém zabenčovať 70 kg.
And as he started his prep for Spain of last year, he was getting some injections to help him go through it with the injury there, but it started to not work anymore. And so he wasn't even benched like the lightest weights that he would otherwise bench for reps.
Wow.
Dobre,
so, yeah, I see. What was the injury? Was it a rotator cuff tear? What was the actual injury?
Moment. Bol som u doktora s tým, že ma boli rameno a CT-čko mu len ukázalo iba, že tam mám poranenú šlachu a nejaký výrastok, ktorý bude treba mechanicky obrúsiť, akože normálne otvoriť to. Obrúsiť to a len to. No nakoniec bola stala magnetická rezonancia a keď ma otvoril, tak zistil, že mám roztrhnuté 3 šlachy, ktoré musel supraspinatus a intraspinatus musel naťahovať a ukotvovať sem. Ale ukotvené ich mám v ramene a bicepsovú šlachu mi musel takisto zaťahovať.
So he went to a doctor to check it with a CT scan. First they thought it's just a mild injury, nothing too serious, one tendon. But then they found out eventually when he had more checkups that it's much more serious. There's actually 3 tendons and bicep tendon as well.
Wow. So when did he have the surgery and how long was he out of training for?
Operácia bola 19. augusta.
The surgery was on the 19th of August last year.
A tak poriadne, že som začal cvičiť. Nie, že ani úplne poriadne, ale už lepšie, že som sa cítil tak v januári.
And he started training a little more intensely from January of this year.
Okay. Is his training now better than it was before? I mean, because he looks like he's bigger than ever.
Yes, training is much better than before.
Yeah.
He says he found again the passion in training. Because of the pain and suffering, he didn't have fun training anymore. He had to take a lot of painkillers. He didn't have the appetite to eat his bodybuilding meals.
Wow. So what was it like to not train for a while? You must have been going crazy not going to the gym, or were you doing legs that whole time, or what were you doing?
Ako si cvičil a ako to bolo na tú psychiku, že si nemohol cvičiť.
Ako ja som bol psychicky úplne v pohode, ja som sa s tým vyrovnal, lebo ja som vedel o tom, ja som aj so sponzormi rozprával a vedel som o tom, že potrebujem oddych a že si to potrebujem dokopy, inak sa asi nepohnem. Takže ja som psychicky vôbec nebol na tom zle, doktor ma uistil, že to bude dobre, mal som vynikajúceho fyziaka, ktorý povedal, že bude to rameno na 100% a je na 100%, za čo mu ďakujem.
He wasn't really worried about not training because he talked to his sponsors about this, that he has to take that time off. And he also was confident in the fact that he's going to be able to come back to training and training fully. And he also had an amazing physiotherapist that helped him. And he assured him that it's going to be healed again and he's going to be able to train at 100% again.
No, a ešte som to chcel. Neviem, jak sa pýta.
Go on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the physical therapy. It looks like this guy was very, very detail oriented. I can, because I've gone through physical therapy. But I'm sure it was a challenge for him to bring someone like Michael, who's a world class, one of the best bodybuilders in the world, back to full function. And man, I'm just curious, how long was the whole rehab? How long did it take from surgery until he was able to train heavy again?
Som cvičil aspoň tú stranu, ktorú som mohol, alebo tie party, ktoré som mohol, som cvičil.
What he also did when he couldn't train the injured part of the body, he also trained the other part of the body. And talking about the physiotherapies, he was working with some other professionals. So the physiotherapist also told him that when you train one part of the body that is uninjured, it also helps to heal the other part of the body that is injured.
Yeah, I've heard that from Branch Warren, who's torn everything pretty much. He said he would train the other side of his body, and it would send signals to the injured side that you weren't training, which is crazy, but I think it must be true.
It was proven now, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to take questions from the viewers, but I want to ask about George Farah as your new coach. I'm just curious, how did you start working with George?
Začali sme 12 týždňov pred prípravou, keď začali robiť spolu.
They started working together
12 týždňov pred Pittsburghom.
only 12 weeks out of Pittsburgh Pro.
Oh, okay. And what's different about this prep? What does George do differently with nutrition or training or cardio from what you've done in the past?
Everything's different. Everything.
Najťažšia príprava moja zatiaľ.
It was his hardest prep up until now.
But I look, I think, good, better than before.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the pictures we've been seeing, the videos we've been seeing, I don't know. Are you heavier than before? You look like you're bigger than ever, but the condition is better than ever. So I think this is, right now, we're probably going to see the best version we've ever seen of you on Saturday. Body weight, is this close to what you competed at last?
I don't know. I don't use. Nepamätám si poslednú váhu, tak.
He doesn't really remember his weight.
Myslím si, že rovnaká váha, ale oveľa lepší kvalite.
It's probably around the same weight if he had to guess, but it's in much better quality now.
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing previews with people, and the one thing that really sets Michael apart from even guys like Derek, Nick, Martin is you could see every little detail and fiber in the shoulders, the arms, the chest. Some of these, like Derek, that's one thing I wish he had, but has that improved? Because you seem like you're even more detailed than ever. It's not just a low body fat thing. It's like a muscle maturity and detail that we don't see very often anymore.
Myslím, že to telo tak dozrelo teraz, že je ešte také viacej separované.
Áno, oddychol si. Potreboval oddych. Ja som súťažil strašne dlho bez prestávky a jesen. Aj keď sú obedité pro, tak ja som v kuse, ja som išiel viac a jesen v kuse.
The body just probably needed rest because even back in the day when he used to compete in the other organization, he would compete every single season.
Ja som robil 7 súťaží ročne.
He would compete 7 contests in 1 year.
Wow. So I think we're looking at a show right here from last spring or summer before he went in for surgery. I think this one that you're showing is the M Pro Classic in 23 that he won.
Yes.
okay.
Yes. I won.
Okay. Yeah, that was a winning, and you won this. This was EVLS Prague that you won this one too, I believe.
This was the second place to Samson.
Yes.
Oh, well, Samson's pretty good. So
Yeah.
he's pretty good. What else I want to ask? So you're in Pittsburgh. I think you've been to Orlando, you've been to Las Vegas. I assume this is your first time in Pittsburgh. What do you like about the city? How is it different from Orlando and Las Vegas?
I don't know. It's for me. It's same because I am from Slovakia. I am the individual to dinner.
Every other country is foreign to him outside of Slovakia, basically.
Sa musím aklimatizovať.
He has to get used to it.
Okay. So you went to the Mannion's gym today, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what was that like? Because that's, he's the godfather of all this. He's a leader of all of us. The NPC, the IFBB. Did you get a good workout in? Did Jim take a look at you?
Pozriem sa na teba. Dobre si zacvičil. Aký to bol pocit tam byť?
Odrastol som tam psychicky. Zvyšili mega.
They inspired him and definitely motivated him to keep going.
Yeah. I'm just curious, there's so many pro shows. What made Michael decide to do Pittsburgh Pro, and what made him decide he's going to hang around and do New York Pro the week after that?
Yes, New York.
Prečo si sa tak rozhodol ísť do toho Pittsburghu zrovna? Prečo potom aj do New York?
To si sponzorí.
Tak to poviem?
No jasné.
Basically, the sponsors told him to.
Okay.
Because Evos is a sponsor of Pittsburgh Pro.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, your sponsors are great. They bring you over here, and the
Great sponsors. Yes, SciTech, Evos, and Nebia.
Yeah, SciTech.
And next small sponsors, Rice, Porridge, and Brickle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me take some. Let me look and see what the comments are. See, says you're looking huge. Yes. St. Euro muscle. It's ultra muscle. It's got pump for peak. This I kind of asked you, but what was the biggest difference working with George? Was it more food, less food, more cardio, less cardio?
Less food. Less food. Less food. Less gears. Less food. Less gears. And cardio was hard. Yes. Yes, I forgot. Cardio was harder. But
That's about it. Yeah.
How much cardio did George have him doing every day?
35 minutes, but hardcore cardio.
Oh, like sprinting fast?
Hardcore cardio. Sprint, but dobrá frekvencia, vysoká frekvencia.
High frequency.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to ask you.
5 minutes, and I.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask about the gear dosage, but I do want to say that I know George pretty well, and he has people use less gear and they look as good or better, which most people say that doesn't make sense, but they think more gear makes you look bigger and better all the time, but that's not true, right?
It's not true, yes.
Yeah, I mean, he did that with guys like Kai Branch. I know he cut their doses down. Enough about gear. Let's see. Good luck. I think you'll shock a lot of people. I agree. Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that because I think a couple months ago you said maybe I'll be like 6th place or something, but are you feeling more confident now that you might be a couple spots higher? I know we got Derek. Derek's going to be very, very tough to beat, but you're pretty damn good. I think you might surprise people and place higher. What do you think?
Si povedal, že budeš asi 6, že to by ti stačilo, ale vidíš to teraz vyššie, asi viac sa bavili.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Okay, I mean that's in a show with Mr. Olympia and Nick Walker, and these are all. Martin was 4th place. Nick Walker was 3rd place at the Olympia. Derek was Mr. Olympia. Bonac has been 2nd. I think top 5 would be great, and I think you can do it. So,
I think too. After my big injury, is great. Top 5.
Yeah. See, look at those arms. Yeah. Compare your arms to Derek. You know, I think you might have the best arms in pro bodybuilding right now. I can't think of anybody that really has better arms than you. Can you? Is anybody even close?
Nick Walker, I think.
He's got pretty good arms. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. But we go to the footage. I like to look at the.
Marko Sabolainen.
Yeah. I mean, you have more detail. I mean, Nick has huge arms, but he doesn't have as much separation and detail in there. I'm old. I like the 90s detail, and that's what I see in Michael. I see the same detail that guys like Sean Ray, Kevin Levroni, Dorian Yates, that really quality.
To bolo nepoznám ešte ich finty tuto americké. To mám také ramená.
He has much to learn from Americans on how to approach the shoulder training. That's why he's going to.
Yeah, I think your shoulders are just fine, but yeah, look at those arms. What did they measure? What's the biggest they've measured at? Because somebody's going to want to know.
I don't know. Maybe around 16.
60
centimeter. 24-inch.
Jeez. Okay, I had my tape measure, but 24 inches. Good God. That's like Ronnie Coleman when he was 320 pounds. All right, let's see what else we got. KRIZO, just 3 days out. It's one muscle group you think improved. Now, what do you think? What do you think's the muscle group that you've improved the most since the last time we saw you?
To si najviac ako svalovú skupinu, najviac.
Neviem, čo sa dá vylepšiť hneď po zranení, keď som nabehol po zranení do diety.
He wasn't really focused on improving any specific muscle groups. He was just happy to be out of the injury and healthy again.
We will Saturday. We will see Saturday.
We'll see Saturday, absolutely.
What I improved.
Yeah.
Ja to nechám bez seba, ale uvidíte.
You'll see. You have to wait for it.
This is a good compliment. KRIZO is the Levroni of this era. Kevin was very good.
Kevin was good, yes.
His mental hurdle.
When I was good as Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin's pretty popular over in Eastern Europe, I've noticed. Places like Poland, Slovakia, that whole part of the world. Kevin Levroni is very popular today.
Yes.
30 years after he retired. Well, he wasn't retired that. It wasn't that long ago. What's the biggest mental hurdle you've had to overcome during this prep?
Čo?
Takže to bolo také psychicky najzložitejšie pre teba prekonať z tej prípravy.
Bol som dosť hladný a unavený.
He was
very hungry and tired. Povedal som, že som sa nevedel z dochodu napríklad postaviť, že som išiel na záchod a sedel som tam hodinu po hodinu.
He would go to the bathroom and he couldn't leave the toilet.
Oh, too tired to get up.
Yeah.
Povedal, že som pomaly celú noc sedel na záchode.
He would almost spend the entire night at the toilet.
Wow. Bol, že iba nie, že aby som myslel robiť, že vystrať sa, že troška sa vyšťať, ale pozrieť, popozerať net.
It was the 2-in-1. He would just browse through the internet, browse social media, and so on. So it was relaxing too.
It was my night thinking room.
Well, I think everybody watching this has their phone when they go to the bathroom. They're sitting on the toilet. Here's a good one. Yeah, here's a good one because you are huge, but you also have the conditioning. How do you balance staying full without sacrificing the conditioning? Because that's the challenge for every pro is staying full while being shredded. Because sometimes it's either or. You come in a little full and you're not as conditioned, or you come in super conditioned but flat. So I remember talking to George a couple of weeks ago, and he said he had a plan, just basically not doing anything crazy at the last minute. We're almost at the last minute. We're in the last 3 days. So, you don't have to give away your secrets, but how do you plan on staying nice and full?
Ako to balansuješ, že aby si bol aj plný, ale aj vyrysovaný? Je tu nejaké tajomstvo, čo ti George predal?
Nie, to je proste... A ja nie som plný, ja keby má byť niekto ráno, keď sa zobudím v tej diete, tak som není plný. To, ja keď som dal fotku, tak som dal fotku po tréningu. To je tam povedz.
He doesn't feel that full.
Alebo po pozingu, vieš, alebo tak.
Especially in the mornings, he feels really flat. But when he posts pictures, it's after his workouts, after posing, when he's pumped up.
Yeah, I mean, you look like you're about to pop.
Napíše, žiadny kulturista sa nebude plochy zrkadle.
No bodybuilder would take pictures in a mirror when he's flat.
No. Well, they do, but then they have to tell you they're flat. That's what
Yeah,
happens. What they do.
exactly.
They say this is morning, but I'm super flat, so you're not supposed to judge them. But yeah, look at that. But look at that is very full right there. Right
To
there.
vyzerá to veľa jedla.
See, so does KRIZO. Do you do better with high carbs, low protein, or high protein, low carbs?
High carbs, stredný protein,
Average protein,
Okay.
and malo tukov.
very little fat.
Did you already start carb
Počuť,
loading?
neviem, či sa cítim nejakých zhruba 500-600 gramov, keď mám termohydratov,
500 to 600 grams of carbs feels the best.
okolo 400 gramov cukru, či bielkovín.
Around 400 grams of protein
A keď mám tuky, tak do 100. Tak to je moje optimum.
and up to 100 grams of fat. That's the optimal case.
Is that average day, or is that like right now today?
Je to taký priemerný deň, alebo je to napríklad, že dneska?
Ne, nie, dneska my sa bavíme o dni, príklad, keď som v príprave, že sa cítim akože komfortne, že sa cítim aj chutí mi jesť, dobre sa mi cvičí, všetko proste, že šlapé doma.
We're not talking about today, but a day that makes him feel good, comfortable, where he's able to train at his best.
Ja som povedal nutrienty, na ktorých sa cítim najlepšie, že zhruba.
So these would be the ideal nutrients for like everyday life for him,
Okay, good.
Na
Here's a good
ktorých
one.
dokáže fungovať normálne.
so that he can also function like a regular human being.
So Alda White says, "Can't wait to see you and Nick Walker hit the front double bicep because, yeah, I think between
You will see, don't worry.
you two, I think have the best arms in bodybuilding. Nick Walker,
Tých sa stráti, povedz.
And Nick's gonna disappear.
I love it. Did you already start carb loading?
Today. Kedy som stal? Today.
Today? Okay.
Yes.
Can you read this? Because I can't read Slovak. Is this Slovak right here?
Let me see.
Ako?
Vyzeráš úžasne, KRIZO, tvoja forma je inšpirujúca.
Ďakujem.
Yeah, it was a compliment.
Oh, okay, good. Good thing I didn't put up something that was an insult. Because
You
I don't know.
like him, yeah.
Stripy delts, yeah. You know, Giles talks about stripy delts because some guys have no striations, but Michael has like 10,000 stripes in his delts. We like that.
We know that's like every Giles comment is the same.
Well, you like stripy delts. This is from, I don't know if you know Xavier Willis in Australia, desktop bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Does KRIZO believe he can win?
Veríš, že môžeš vyhrať?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
To sú iné mená, to je Mr. Olympia.
They're big names. Mr. Olympia's competing here.
yeah, I mean, if Derek doesn't win, I'd be very, very surprised. But like I said, top 5 in this show, this is just like the Arnold to me. It's just as good a lineup.
Yeah.
Top 5. So, you know,
I think better than Arnold.
did they invite you to the Arnold, but it was too soon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Next Arnold when I dostanem pozvánku. Invoice? Jak to volá? Invoice. Keď dostanem pozvánku, tak chcem ísť.
If he gets the invite for next year, he would like to attend the Arnold.
Okay. Will you be driving from Pittsburgh to New Jersey for New York Pro?
Sure.
Yeah. Probably flying. Driving or flying. I don't know why they want to know. They want to recommend a gym on the way, but I don't think you're going to be stopping while you're traveling to go to the gym.
Oh
Probably.
no, I'm the driver. Stop. I don't want to do it.
You've been driving the U.S. Let me ask Patrick. Do they drive on the left side in Slovakia?
No, same.
Same.
Oh,
same.
on the right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. See, I went to Australia. They were on the other side. I didn't like that.
Only English and Australian are opační. Mega.
Someone
To sú
says
ráci.
the only 2 competitors that I know are ripped are KRIZO and Nick. Yeah, I agree. Elfman was the back, improved the posing. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're a bad poser, but have you been working hard on your posing?
Ako?
Pracoval si na pozovaní, aby si odlatil.
Yes.
Yeah, we visited.
Samozrejme, sure.
We visited a legend of Czech bodybuilding, Lukáš Osladil, and we also practiced with him a couple weeks ago.
Oh, Lucas is a very good poser.
Very, very.
He does that thing. He rolls his abs.
He was trained by George too.
Oh, George Farah. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I remember him in Tampa. We all had dinner together one night. Do you get along with your fellow competitor? Yeah. I mean, do you talk to anybody else that's competing, or is there anybody that's a good friend of yours that's competing or that's a pro?
Komunikuješ s nejakými profesionálmi? Je niekto tvoj kamarát?
Nie.
No, not really.
Okay.
Len tak s Čechmi, akože, čo sú keď doma, keď som.
Usually with the Czech competitors, Czech bodybuilders.
Okay. Same language, right?
Yes,
Very similar.
very similar, yes.
I mean, when I was a boy, it was Czechoslovakia. That was the country.
Yeah.
But, now it's two countries, right? Yeah.
Give us some final questions because we got to go.
Yeah. We'll do. Yeah, I know. We've already been going for almost a half hour. Do you have a favorite bodybuilder from the past?
Obľúbený kulturista z minulosti.
Čo aj povedal, Lennon, Wheeler, Coleman, Nike era.
Okay, fair enough. All right, cool. All right, well, I said I'd make it quick, and you've been very, very generous with your time. Everybody's looking forward to seeing you Saturday. There is a live stream, guys. Go to the Instagram for the Pittsburgh Pro, and you'll find out all the info. You can see Michael competing up there with Derek, Nick, Martin, Bonak. It's a great, great show. We're very happy that you chose to compete in Pittsburgh and that you're staying around and doing New York Pro. They're going to love you at the New York Pro. That's a great crowd. You're going to have a great time. Trust me. So,
Okay, thank you.
So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So tired.
I know.
Ja nevnímam normálne niekedy.
We can't even listen anymore. He's so tired.
Okay, no worries. So rest up. We'll see you on stage Saturday. Thank you very much.
Are
Thank
you
you so
are you
much.
coming to Pittsburgh too?
No, I'm not going. My son is competing Saturday here in Massachusetts. My son
Good
is.
luck for him. Good luck for him.
Thank you. He's going to like hearing that. He just made his day. All right. Thank you so much, guys. And thanks everybody for watching. That's been the Ron Line Report with KRIZO, Michal Krizanek.
Thank you, though.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Dobrý deň.